to make a point about how much you can spend for clothes and how much it matters. This shirt, I've had this shirt for like, I don't know, probably like 2009, 10. So like 6, 7 years. It was $100 shirt. But it's my favorite brand of dress shirt. They sell it at Men's Warehouse. Let me get the logo there. See if I can get it to focus. I'm using my phone at the moment. Yeah, maybe that's a little too close. Anyway, it's the Agara brand. Love the shirts, love the design, love the quality, love the fact that it's non-iron. And I'm finally retiring this shirt because yesterday I went shopping and got me 4 new shirts. But the thing is while they're $100 a piece, and I think when I first found out about them and was buying them, they actually weren't $100 a piece. It was like, I think they were like $79.99 or something like that. So anyway, I went and got new shirts, but the trick is to wait until it's buy one get one free. Then you get yourself 4 brand new shirts, like I have right here, that are gonna last me probably like 4, 5, 6 years, and I only spent I spent $200. $200 for 4 shirts instead of $400, or $200 instead of $400, and I'll have these shirts for quite a while. Also, another one I had since the same time, this one right here. It's time to retire. I mean, they're still decent. I mean, they're a little faded, but it's still a decent shirt that could be worn. So it's gonna get donated. So I bought the GoPro Hero Plus with an LCD screen. It was like $169, and I'm going to return it. And the reason I'm going to return it is because I didn't realize how awesome the GoPro Session 5 is. So I ordered one of those like late last night while I couldn't sleep. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna return this, and I think I bought a 64 gig micro SD card, but I have a card that I can use with it. Let me see here. I like have a 128 gig card here somewhere, or that's a 64 gig, but it's huge. I thought I had like one more mini one here. Okay, well the one I do definitely have is in that camera, and then I have which I can use a full SD card for. Oh, I have a 64 gig card. Okay, cool. So I'll take this 128 gig card, pop it into there, I think. I don't know, actually. Maybe. And take the 128 gig card and put it in the new GoPro Session. I think. So that way, between the 169 I paid for this, the 30 I paid for this, it's math, $200. So for $100 more, I get image stabilization, 4K, which I won't even use because this went 1080p, 60 frames a second. And yeah. So choices. So something I forgot to mention was yesterday I was sitting here in my office, and one of Ava's toys started talking. So I'm gonna see if I can replicate it. Alexa, theater on.
Okay.
So let's see. So it's this thing right here. This lion thing. Now the only time I've seen it go is like if you bump it, it makes noise. So, like in theory, if I just...
Let's go for a walk.
There you go, like that. I don't know why it decided to wake up and just make a noise. And the noise was like, here we go. And I'm like, well, that's weird. haven't seen it do that on its own, at least. So yeah, the weirdness continues. Anyway, I need to go out to Staples to return this box down here, and I need to get ready. I think we'll go break some boxes down in the garage because there's like a ton of boxes out there. What time is it? 11:42. So actually, you know what? No, I need to get changed and well, not changed, but get my gear on for hockey because that game's at 1. If I stop at Staples, I should be able to make it. All right, I gotta go. On my way to Staples right now. So real quick, I want to talk about how I love going into stores. I love it. And you know, I used to think that I was like one of the few, or I don't know, maybe I am one of the few, but like I like to go in, not necessarily to shop, but to get ideas for like my setup, like my computer setup and my office setup and everything. Like you know, there's something about like not getting the full experience just looking at stuff online. Not to say that I don't order stuff online. I mean, I'm returning stuff to Amazon right now through the Staples store. So, but just to go in and see like what do they got? What do they got on clearance? You know, one thing that Staples has got that I want is they have it almost looks like it's a desk that sits on top of your desk, so you can like go from a sit to stand desk. And I really, really want one, but it's $450, and it's in the back of the store. So let's talk. You know what? Let's talk about framing a little bit. So this is an item that it's $450, and it's not for a desk. It's literally for a platform to put your stuff on, so that you can raise your monitor and keyboard up and down and convert that into a standing desk. Now they do have some standing desks there, but I'm willing to bet that they never sell those desks, or very, very rarely, because they aren't adjustable. You know, IKEA now has an adjustable desk. Autonomous makes a desk for like $450 or something like that, $500. You can get like a huge surface, or just buy the legs that go up and down, have presets and everything, for like $450, or actually less than that, 'cause I think the whole desk itself was like $500. And then you could get your own tabletop to throw on top of it. Anyway, so I'm like, you know, I don't really need all. Like, I'm happy with the desk that I have for the most part. I wish it was like not a black desk, because it shows all the dust, and it's okay. It's all right. But yeah, I'd love to get one of those like raise and lift things and put my monitor on it and utilize that. But I'm not willing to pay $450 for it. So it's in the back of the store. Every time I've gone to Staples, which I go to Staples maybe like every 2 weeks or less, 2 weeks or less, I'm in the Staples store by my house. Anyway, I've never seen one missing from like their stack of these things. So I'm like, you know what? These things aren't going to sell in the back of the store. I know it's with the furniture or whatever. Not at $450. So I've seen them go on sale as low as like $380, and I think to myself, yeah, $380 is not bad. $380 would be pretty cool to be able to sit stand with my current setup without having to buy a whole new desk and like redo everything about my setup and build it. Because I'm guessing that this thing comes pre-built, so it's pretty quick. You just like boop. I'd have to get my monitor arm bracket thing, like, and hopefully that could work on it, since I have a 34-inch ultra wide. But yeah, it's just, oh, I gotta sneeze. I think the most I'd be willing to pay is maybe $100, maybe. 150, you know, it'd be tough. It'd be tough to justify it at 150. maybe if I had like a Staples gift card or something that I had to use for like $50 and I could get the thing for $100, I would do it. But anything more than that, it's just like I understand it's probably high quality built or whatever, but I'm not gonna spend that kind of money on that. So yeah, so the point about framing is this thing is awesome and it totally could work on anybody's current desk, but the price has to be right, and it really should be at like the front of the store where people can see it right away and get what it is, because otherwise it's just literally I'm waiting for the thing to go on clearance for like, who knows, maybe even less than $100. Man, I really hate this parking lot. So this parking lot has, let's see if you can see it. There's a ShopRite right there, and the ShopRite is great, but the problem is the parking lot is on my right, ShopRite's on my left, and there's tons of people trafficking back and forth. It's so busy on here on Sundays. I mean, obviously, it's a Sunday, so you know, it's the day everybody goes and does their food shopping. We stopped food shopping a long time ago. Like once Ava was born, we got people who don't know where they parked, and they're okay. Good, they're walking now. Oh, you don't need to run. And now someone's gonna take a turn in front of me, and now here comes somebody else, and I'm still just sitting here. All right, cool. Can I go at this? I think I can go at this. Let's go. All right, cool. So once you make it past the ShopRite, it's not bad. It's just the ShopRite is just so mobbed. I mean, they have a security guard out here just to, I guess, make sure traffic is okay, that people don't get run over. I don't know. I forget where I was going with this. Anyway, Staples. It is all the way in the back. Now it's down to 369. That's what it does. It is pretty awesome. Just don't know. Maybe a little bit cheaper. Because you know what, my keyboard, now I think of it, my keyboard would take up like most of this table, and then I'd have nowhere for my mouse. What do they show here? You get 10 keyless keyboard probably. I don't know. So I didn't wind up getting anything there, but it's always helpful to look around. And I'm glad I took notice of that riser, because now I know that I do not want that riser, because it would only basically fit my keyboard and not my mouse. And I have a huge like desk-sized mouse pad. They call it an extended mouse pad that covers my keyboard and my mouse. And when I game, that's what I utilize. So the more I know. So I'm curious, is there anything that you would buy if it was cheaper? I mean, yeah, there's always like, oh yeah, if I could like afford a Ferrari, if a Ferrari was like $1,000, I totally would buy one. Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, that's one of the things. But like something that's maybe, I mean, you could get a Ferrari, get one that's like a used one. It still might be like $20,000, but it's better than like 120 or 320,000. Yeah. So yeah, what would you buy if it was a lot cheaper to afford? Like you're on the border, like, oh, I could totally buy this, but I'd have to eat hot dogs like for the rest of forever to be able to afford that. But yeah, I'm just curious, because there's always like the grass is always greener on the other side. Oh, paramedics. So yeah, drop it in the comments. Why? Time to go play some hockey. Well, we lost. I think it was like 12-8. Now it's time to go home, eat something, I think leftovers from last night's dinner, and then get a shower and wait for my babies to get home. All right, gonna go to the park. You ready to go to the park, Ava? Let's go to the park. We're at the park.
You don't want to wear your sunglasses? You should wear your sunglasses.
Ava, you should wear your sunglasses. So we came to Red Bank National Park. You hear the plane overhead there. That, can't find it. It's like behind the tree now. Just setting up here with the camera to take some sped up video. All right, take about 10 more minutes or so. Time to get some dinner at Charlie Brown's. Hey, what are you doing? She's being careful. Look, she's just walking around.